So I said I wasn't going to do another video, and I wasn't going to do another video on Wealth Warriors. I have my opinion, I tried it out. I was a little skeptical at the start, so I didn't go all in. I did the one, it was one of 3 payments. I did the one payment. In the last video I stated I'm not going to continue doing the other payments, there's no point. And I was going to let it go. But then this knob that is the owner decided to drop some comments on this. So I thought I want to address those comments really quick, just in case anyone sees those comments and thinks, oh, Aaron didn't do the work, Aaron didn't attend any coaching calls, right? What you're looking at here is, these are some of the emails where I've attended the coaching calls. It's right there, right? So it definitely did happen. What we also have, now this is just looking at my personal email, but I'm not too fussed, is we get a lot of these kind of emails coming out saying, hey, 30 days has passed, how's it going, and all this kind of crap. And I was always responding to these, and here's a response that I've sent, for example, 30 days has passed, how's it going? This happened 2 weeks in as well. I've got another one down below. And I was telling him, I haven't learnt anything, I've followed your steps, consistently, I reckon every second day, I was asking these guys for help. I was like, hey, I've followed the modules. I'm doing what you're telling me to do. I'm rocking up to the coaching calls. I'm in Australia. I'm even getting on at 2 a.m. to jump on a fucking coaching call. You know, like I'm doing what you're telling me to do. But I'm not getting anything. Something's not right here. And all I got was just smart ass remarks from this Nathan, this knob that's been commenting. So I'll show you those comments in a second anyway, because in my opinion, they're just stupid. But anyway, so what you can see here is that we have these sort of updates. There's quite a lot of spammy email that comes out. That's normal though for affiliate marketing programs. I'm not too worried about that. Here's another one. It was the first 2 weeks. This is the halfway mark. And this is again where I'm basically sort of explaining, hey, you know, like I'm getting no traction. I'm trying to call out. I'm trying to get some further assistance here, right? So my point that I'm making is that I was consistently trying to get some coaching, and I wasn't getting that. I was getting smart ass remarks back consistently. Not from everyone, and that's been fair. There's quite a few people in that community that are pretty, you know, they're pretty good. Not from everyone, right? Anyway, and then I put up my honest review, and that's all this was. I wasn't taking a shot at any individual person. It was an honest review. This is what I did. I took part in this program for a month. I only paid the 1,000 US or whatever it is because I was doing the 3 stages. It has absolutely no relevance to whether I'm broke or not broke, as this comment suggests here. So the top comment that we're looking at just up here says, first off, you never paid 3,000. You only made one payment of $1,000 because you were broke. And then the sunglasses. So is he making fun of broke people now? Because that's generally what his customers base is going to be based off. I mean, people who want to make money, they need to make a second income. This guy was one of those people, so he says. He says he was blue-collar worker, blah, blah, blah. It's always, I'm a blue-collar worker. I was working on the train tracks or something, carrying logs. I don't know. I don't really care. But the point is this person is now criticizing the very audience that he should be provoking to actually take up his course. Broke people, right? So that comment I kind of thought was a little stupid, and it's irrelevant anyway. He has no idea what my financial status is like. He has absolutely no idea. So it's a stupid comment. Second off, you never put in any work or showed up to any coaching calls. Well, I just showed you guys that I did show up to coaching calls. I just showed you the evidence where I actually did, you know, log into the Zoom meetings. It was all there. I have attended them. Plus, they were all pre-recorded anyway in the modules, which I showed you in the last video. So, never put in any of the work. Well, I'm happy to share my TikTok accounts, my Instagram accounts, my YouTube channel, obviously, and my Facebook, where I was quite consistently putting in the work. They suggested a minimum of twice a week in their onboarding form, which I still have a copy of. And Nathan, if you want to comment on that one, I'm happy to put it in the comments. But basically, it does say there that it's twice a week is like a minimum. I was doing it almost twice a day. So I think I was doing that quite consistently. What else we got here? Typical of people that don't put in the work, they blame others for their lack of results. So 85% of the people that were in that community, they weren't getting results, man. That's just the reality of it. I'm not having a shot at any individual person here. I'm just stating what I saw. That was my opinion after speaking to many individual people in that community, calling out myself to people, saying, hey, I need a bit of assistance because I'm not getting any traction here. You know, what's happening? Something's not right. Something's not working. You've got 5 different coaches that are disagreeing or giving different opinions on what the issue could be. One says it's a zombie account. The other one says, no, I doubt it's a zombie account. That was you, by the way. It was just inconsistent. It was too many chefs in the kitchen was the problem I was trying to call out. Anyway, a lot of the feedback now, to be fair, the general census of the community was a positive one where people were positive in the community. It wasn't like Profit Singularity where you've got 95% of people that just freaking hate it and they're all like, this is the worst. The general consensus of the community was a good one, a positive one. I will give you that. But the point is these kind of comments are actually just inappropriate from a business owner, in my opinion, and also just incorrect. 1,000 because you were broke, that's just a silly thing to even assume you know my financial status. That's just stupid, all right? Second off, you never put in any work, showed up to any coaching calls. That's just inaccurate, and you know it's inaccurate. And then typical of people, they don't put in the work and they blame others. Okay, yeah, well, I'm not necessarily blaming anyone. I'm just giving a review. This is my experience of Wealth Warriors, and plenty of other, in fact, just about every other course or coaching program or whatever it is going to have some negative reviews on it. That is just business. That is just normal. You're going to have to deal with that. You're going to get it. This is relatively new. This whole program is relatively new, but give it a couple of years, you're going to get a few negative results and you're going to get a few negative reviews and you're going to have to deal with it professionally. I don't think you can deal with professionally personally because I don't think you have that acumen to do that, as I mentioned in my comment. Second one we got here. Listen to this guy, people. He clearly is just upset we paused his account. I didn't even notice you paused my account because I stopped using it after 30 days. I thought it would be inappropriate of me to try to use something that I have just put a video up on saying it's not working out. I don't want to pay any further. Obviously, I'm not going to try to use something if I'm not paying for it. Like, not after freebies and stuff. Because he couldn't afford the rest. Again, another assumption. Nathan, you keep assuming my financial status. You got no fucking idea, you idiot, on what my financial status is. Be professional. Idiot. It just amazes me that these kind of guys can run a business. And again, most of them are alright. Most of them are alright. Because he couldn't afford the rest, which we are hands on. This part I don't understand either. It doesn't make sense. Just listen to this guy, people. He clearly is upset. We paused his account because he couldn't afford the rest, which we are hands-on coaching. People pay for our support and live coaching, not a course. This dude has no clue. What? I'm not articulating what you're trying to say there. I think you're just sort of having a shot at me because I'm poor and broke and I couldn't afford the rest, and then saying we're a hands-on coaching, people pay for our support. I think you're trying to say that you're a hands-on coaching program and people pay for your support, and it's not a course, and I have no clue. You're right, I don't have a clue about this because it didn't work for me. That was my whole problem. I didn't have a clue. I was trying to get help consistently, and I've just shown evidence of that, and I had no responses from you. I just had bullshit, smartass comments on your Telegram chat. That's all I ever got. What else have we got there? Can't spell Aaron correctly. Has no, and this video proves it for us. So I have no idea what I'm talking about, and this video proves it for us. Well, yes, you're right. It does. It does prove that I have no idea what you're talking about. I think in the last 30 seconds, I just stuttered through what you were trying to type there because I had no idea what you were trying to say. So yeah, I agree with that. That's probably the only thing that I agree with anyway. I think it's fair that I only show that my comment response is on here as well. That's fair because I did reply. Thanks, Aaron, for not putting in the work. You spelled that incorrectly, and that's not really hard. I've got 2 Facebook profiles which you've been looking at, so I'm sure you know how to spell my name correctly. But anywho, so the comment that I made to the first one when I received, the reply comment I should say, when I received it, the notification, I just mentioned I showed up to triple the required coaching calls, did the work as per the course. I've gotten better results out of free YouTube videos from people that know what they are doing, as mentioned in the video, which I talked about that in the previous video. As a business owner, it's poor form of you to criticize broke people, make false accusations that they didn't attend coaching. I have receipts for it, which I went through earlier, and not take accountability. But it's not unexpected from you considering your lack of acumen. So, as I said, it doesn't seem like a businessman at all, in my opinion. Again, Nathan, not really having a personal shot at you. It's just my opinion. It is what it is. You kind of demonstrated that in your comments anyway. My other comment, so this is to that second one, was my clear, honest review without even noticing the pause. I didn't notice the pause. I didn't try to use it after my 30 days. I went, well, I'm not going to pay for something, so I'm not going to try and use it. It didn't work for me. I was getting no assistance. I got nowhere with it. I got absolutely nothing. I got a false sense of support from a couple of the coaching calls, and again, some of the people in the community did genuinely try to help me, and I appreciate that. Anyway, and then I'll put down, I wonder why I couldn't afford the rest. Maybe because it doesn't work. Well, that's the truth. I can't afford just to be giving away $1,000 a month for nothing, for no return. Considering that there were people in there, as I mentioned on my previous video, that have been in there for 8 months or something, and yet to have had a return, 6 months, yet to have had a return. A return, not even break even, just a return. So that's okay. I just wanted to address these 2 comments. I'm sure you're probably going to make more comments too, and that's cool. We can address them as well. It would be smart of you to not, because you're a business owner and you need to act professionally. That's my opinion too. You don't have to act professionally if you don't want to. Act like a dickhead continuously. It'll just make yourself look worse. But as I said at the start, this wasn't actually a personal attack against you or any other individual. This was my honest review of my experience with the Wealth Warriors coaching course, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. It's got course modules in it, plenty of them, as I showed in the video. So it's kind of is a course. It's coaching. It's affiliate marketing, in my opinion. It's appointment setting, in my opinion too. Every affiliate marketing program out there, unfortunately, is really based around promoting the very product or the very program that you are actually paying for yourself and involved in. That's what I don't like about these things, in my opinion. But I was hoping for something different here. I genuinely thought there is a chance that this, I could get something out of this. And shit, I got zero value, in my opinion. It was a fucking waste of money. Yeah. So, as I said, I'm not going to go into this any further. That's enough. I've addressed the comments. I've addressed my thoughts on the comments as well. Feel free to drop in some more comments. I'm happy to address them too. Or just let it go, mate. Just be professional, for Christ's sakes, and just let it go. Anyway, peace out.